Hello everyone. First of all, I want to thank you guys for attending this seminar about culture around the world. And I want to say thank you too for inviting me here. Well, my name is Claudia Modesta Dewi Bahy, but if you want to call me with a simple name, you can call me Claudia or Dewi. And I am here as a representative from Indonesia. So our topic today is about culture around the world. So let me tell you about Indonesian culture and the difference about Indonesian culture and Western culture. So Indonesia itself is a country at Southeast Asia that just have 2 seasons every year, not like the other country that have 4 seasons: fall, winter, spring, and summer. Indonesia just have 2 seasons. What is that? They are dry season and rainy season. Why Indonesia just have 2 seasons every year? That's because Indonesia is on the equator area. That's why Indonesia just have 2 seasons. And Indonesia is not a one island country. Indonesia is consist from many islands, not just one island. And because Indonesia consists from many islands, this make Indonesia have so many culture too, based on each island. But even each island have their own culture, there are still some culture that valid all over the country, all over Indonesia. So let me tell you some of this culture and the difference with Western culture. The first one is the uniform culture. Like if Western culture in America, in Europe, the student can dress up freely when they go to school. But in Indonesia, they have their own uniform for every school, for every level of school, from kindergarten to senior high school. They have their own uniform, and they have their own characteristic color for each school level. Like in kindergarten, they have blue and white, and for elementary school, they have red and white. For junior high school, they have dark blue and white, and for senior high school, they have gray and white. So Indonesian students, they can dress up freely just when they become a university student. But even like that, in Indonesia, still some university that require their student to use uniform. And next, talking about the culture in Indonesia, the difference of culture in Indonesia and Western culture is about food. If in Western culture, in American, in Europe, they have bread and potato as their staple food. In Indonesia, bread is dessert. Bread is for the dessert, and for the staple food, we eat rice with other side dish, but we don't eat potato and bread as our staple food. And for the next culture, is about time value. If at American, at Europe, people there is really value the time. If you have a plan on that time, let's say you have a plan at 2 p.m. You have to stay right there at 2 p.m. or before that. But in Indonesia people, when you say you have a plan at 2 p.m., let's say you have a plan at 2 p.m., they will go from their home at 2 p.m. And that's make they come to the meeting point late, not on time. So for this point, for time value, Indonesia have minus point. And for the next culture that have a different with Western culture is about social life. If in Western culture, you can decide when you wanted to getting married or if you want to getting married or not. You can decide it by yourself. But in Indonesia, yeah, we decided by ourselves too. But if you reach about 25 years old, your family, your neighbors, and even your friends will start asking you. They will asking you like, "Oh hey, happy birthday! When you will getting married? You just reached 25 years old. When you will getting married?" And even after you getting married, the question not ending there. After you getting married, they will continue asking you about the other thing. What they will asking when you getting married? Like this. When you will have a baby? Like after you getting married, you will not hear the question about when you getting married. Yeah, of course, because you were getting married right now, right? But they will continue to ask you when you will have a baby. So it's like never ending question for you in Indonesia. Why they always asking like that? Because for Indonesian people, getting married and have a baby after married is a must. So that's why they always give you a question, never ending question. Like if you're still alive, the question about getting married, when you getting married, and when you have a baby, you will always hear them. Okay, so the last thing about the different culture in Indonesia and Western culture is about their working culture. So in Indonesia, we call it gotong royong. That is when you helping each other. Okay, of course, everyone will help each other, right? Like we are human, we need each other in our life. So of course we will help them, right? But in Indonesia, they really help each other. Like not just a little bit. No, they really help them about their work. Even they give priority for the other problem before their problem. Not like in American or Europe. They of course they help each other. Okay, they help each other, but they still give a priority for their own problem. They still give a priority for their own problem before the other problem. So, if Indonesian people want to go to work like in America or in Europe, they have to prepare. They have to prepare to adapt with Western working culture. They have to be individual. Like they have to training to work individual, so they can adapt. So they can adapt when they go to like American or Europe to working there. Okay, so I think that's all from me about the difference of Indonesian culture and Western culture. Thank you.